Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are talking about virtual environment. Virtual environment, what it is and how important it is to every Python programmer. In fact, every Python programmer should know it. Yes. Virtual environment is a tool that is provided in Python by default. It's a tool that allows you to group Python packages to a specific project. Normally, when packages are installed, it goes into the base directory of the Python installation. But virtual environment allows you to install packages into the base folder of your project. In that way, it's able to group packages that are important to a specific project. Now, in order not to clutter the base installation of your Python in the operating system, you group Python dependencies for a particular project in a virtual environment. In that way, you can keep dependencies for separate projects separate. Assuming you are creating a program for stock control and you are installing a bunch of packages for that, those packages go into your virtual environment. That is, if you've created it and you've activated it. But if you haven't, then those packages that you are going to install are going to the base installation of Python. In that way, you even have problem. Your files become very huge when you are trying to host your web application because all the packages from various projects you are working on all goes into the same direction. So when you are compiling your packages list using pip freeze, you realize that it will pick every package that has ever been installed on your machine. So that is why virtual environment is very, 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 very important. Very, 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 very important. So you can separate your dependencies. Now I'm going to take you into the project and then I'll show you exactly how to create a virtual environment, how to activate it. Okay. All right. Let's get into the VS Code and then I'll show you exactly how to do that. So this is a project I've done for tracking my clients. So I'll just show you using it to show you how to create virtual environment. Now, to create virtual environment, there's a very simple command that we use. So you first start by Python space, then -m, and then you use this keyword venv, simply meaning virtual environment. venv meaning virtual environment. Then you give it a name. You give your virtual environment a name. So any name, you can use any name to work. I usually use env by convention. So env. So that's the command right there. Let me just load it up for you to see. So that is it. Python space -m space venv, which is the keyword. Then the last one is the name you are giving to your virtual environment. So I will just run it. I'll press the enter key to run it, and then we'll see how it goes. Realize that env, which is the name of the virtual environment. So let's see what happens. So it's creating it. So it has been created. Now, if you are using VS Code, you see immediately you create it. It tells you, we notice a new virtual environment has been created. Do you want to select it for the workspace? So it actually does the activation for you, but I'll ignore this and then I'll show you how to actually activate it. Okay, so let's go on. So let's look through our project folder to see if you see our virtual environment. So let's go, let's see. Yeah, here it has been created. So these are the files. In fact, I'll ask you not to touch the file or edit anything in this folder because it's very important. Now, This is the virtual environment. It has been created. Now, when you create it, you also need to, okay, before then, I need to show you how this is created. And so you create it, and then that is it. Now, after creating, you need to activate it, and then you need to activate before you can use it. So I'm going to show you how to activate it. So to activate it, you type EV. Um, to activate it, you type, what do you call it? Type the name of the folder, which is env, which is virtual environment backslash, and then you type scripts, activate bat. Now, let me just show you what that means. What that means is um, we are going into this folder. Okay, so this is the main folder, which is the env, and then you go into scripts, and then you see that there's activate.bat. So what you've actually typed is going to run this file, which will activate your virtual environment. Okay, I hope you get that. Okay, so that's it. So I'll press the enter key. It didn't work. I think you need to add Python env scripts. Okay, what I've realized in this is that this is running PowerShell. So, and what I figured out was that um, when you're activating in PowerShell, it doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create using the command line. I'll close this, and I'll use the command line to do that, and it actually works. This is PowerShell. I'm going to use the command line. So I'll delete the PowerShell. I'll use the command line, and the command line works. So let's try to activate again. So env slash scripts backslash activate activate.bat. Okay, so it has worked. Now, when it works, you see that the virtual environment will be listed here in brackets. Virtual environment will be listed here in brackets. So you see it well. So our virtual environment has been activated, and and um, and from now onwards, when you install a package, any package you install will be stored in the virtual environment. Once it's activated, it will be stored inside. Then let me also show you when you want to activate on Linux or Mac, the command is slightly different. So if you are doing it in Mac or Linux, you use source, type source forward slash a source space and then the name of your virtual environment, which is env forward slash bin forward slash activate. This will activate it on Linux. When you are using Linux or Mac, this will activate it for you. Okay. So now let's see if you want to deactivate your virtual environment. How do you do it? You want to deactivate your virtual environment. You want it to be activate. Let me see if that works. Deactivate. It has worked. So you realize that over here it has removed the virtual environment from there. So that's how it works. This brings us to the end of this tutorial, and please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell so that anytime we release a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.